Yeah.
Mercy.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Ulipata job offer flani kutoka kwa Senator Olekina. Was that real? Did he actually offer you a proper job? Ile sasa utakuwa employed with a paid slip, nini, maybe somewhere in the county government out here somewhere. Was it true?
Ali post on Twitter. Vile sisi wote tuliona. He never came to my inbox. We never talked.
He never DM?
We never talked.
Never hit a DM?
Yes. And then later, after your comment yangu ya talk to your fellow senators, akakuja akasema he doesn't talk to Mandago and anyone who has stolen anyone's money should pay back. But other than that, there's nothing he can do as a senator. Ili nifanya ni question because I'm like, you're in Senate, bro. Like, you should be able to do something.
True.
So it doesn't make sense when you tell me you can't do anything because
like
you don't talk to him.
Tied.
It's very interesting. And then Bado, he came and said that there was actually no job that I was offering.
This is the Modern Vibes on Vibes Radio. Modern Vibes, where you are the MVP.
Let me hear a drum play.
Rise and shine to positive vibes with the MVPs every morning.
And now for our feature presentation.
Mazetu akiko on 104.5 Vibes Radio at 11 minutes after 7. Karibu sana, mi local energy provider, Tarus the Beast.
And of course, Mr. Udini right here. Kevo Bad, the mic magician. And of course, the cream at the top of the meal. They say. And of course, every other morning, Mazona tupata from 6 to 10. Kama kawaida Mombasa is all about 98.7. Nyeri 98.8. Meru 107.1. Of course, Eldoret kwa 107.5. But Kanairo 104.5. Big up all massive and crew, all kind and massive. And the streaming online on vibes.co.ke. Hashtag morning vibe. Hashtag MVPs.
That's right. Remember, if you're getting into Nairobi, nimesema we are on 104.5. Going into Mombasa 98.7 and Nyeri 98.8, Meru 107.1. And right now tuko kwa MVP report hour at 7:45. Unaweza tupigia simu, lines will be open 0719012700. Just want to big you up for hanging out with us kutoka saa 12. In a bit tunaenda kucheck nini na happen kwa magazeti. I have a copy of the Standard.
Na mimi niko hapa hivi na pia ala.
Uko na Daily Nation pia.
Babes uko na nini hapo?
Daily Nation.
Yeah.
And of course, Mercy got the Daily Nation.
Mercy Tarus.
Na shaza kesi.
Yeah.
Ati wewe unaandika. And I'm like,
No, but your stuff, your Daily Nation. Mercy, you have a copy of the Daily Nation?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, sawa. Inside push for Raila 2027 run. We'll be talking about that in a bit. But umesikia Mercy Tarus is here. She's the lady who was fighting for the rights of youth. Kuna mavijana fulani walikuwa nafaa kwenda majuu.
Kampuni fulani hapo.
Yes, they were trying to seek jobs abroad, but this turned out to be a very controversial issue. And in fact, she had to stand up against Wasingishu leaders, specifically the likes of the governor rather, Wasingishu Governor Jonathan Bill, his deputy June Barorot, and Senator Jackson Mandago. Over the controversial Wasingishu Education Airlift program. Karibu sana Mercy.
Asante.
So how are you doing generally? How's your mind? State of mind? Uko fiti?
Niko fiti. I'm glad to be alive this morning. And I'm still hoping for justice.
So bado mapambano.
Bado.
After all these months, close to a year.
Na vile ulipiga kelele.
Bana.
Hadi ma videos kenda viral.
Walai.
Wakenya wakapush.
No, bado wamekatalia pesa yetu.
Hadi ukaandika letter manze.
Nimeandika sasa.
So let me understand this. Prezo alienda pale. I think there was a time the president went to the North Rift side. Akasema, you know what?
Na by them mlikuwa hapo pia.
Yeah, he said he was very frustrated vile vitu zinaenda zina affect mavijana huko nini and he promised he's going to sort this thing out. Suddenly, I'm seeing a letter here by Mercy again. Kwani hizi promises zilikuwa tu stories za jaba?
Marcel andika letter.
Yeah, I have a letter here.
You have it?
Yeah, of course. I'll read to you. But I'm a jam. She's very frustrated, Mercy. What's going on? Tulidhani kitu mmepata justice.
Bado manze. And they are going out there wanasema we've started taking students to Finland. Na bado. Because the 22 and then later the 24 hawakuwa part of the refund.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And is there anything else you're doing other than fighting for, for justice? Do you have a job now?
Sienda job yake.
interesting.
Yenye kuna pay slip buda. Hii hapa ni ya kutuma. Sinde wasali kwa nasema, you know, Mercy now she's gotten opportunities out there. Is that true?
Not yet, but I'll be launching a book on 30th. Yeah, mental health.
Mercy.
A book?
Yeah.
Sai tu umeanza, sai tu.
Nini?
Ni mama Kevin.
So this is
this
what
the
you're
lady
doing.
we've been talking about.
So
this generation Z.
This is what you're doing full time sasa. Activism, mama.
I'm still trying to get my footing, so we'll know.
What is that book about?
It's an anthology of poems.
Oh, nice.
That deals with mental health. Everything from depression to bipolar, ADHD, OCD, childhood trauma, sexual abuse. Yeah, we just need to talk about it because manze wase wana go through this stuff na people die, we lose lives na tumenyamaza.
It's interesting. This is the Suicide Awareness Month. Pia tumechikima vijana wengi wame they've taken their own lives. The situation in the ground. Tumeona pia wamesema review the fuel prices. Life is just generally so hard in Kenya.
Hatuna jobs.
Manze, you know, so what's the future like? Do you have any hope?
Yeah.
Kwanza na serikali yetu.
Manze, there's hope for the future.
Yeah.
As long as we don't keep quiet.
All right, #morning vibes. Guys, Mercy Tarus is here. Don't move. Unaweza stream live on www.vibesradio.co.ke. Amesema bado mapambano.
Na bado.
Yeah, we're coming back to talk about that.
Umesevile vibrant.
Yeah.
Ana tu story.
Buddha, it's the new generation. Generation Z. They're stepping up.
Generation Z.
16 minutes after 7. 20 kasi.
This is the Modern Vibes on Vibes Radio.
It's 104.5 Vibes Radio. 19 minutes after 7 on a Pan-African Tuesday.
Chuchu.
I'm Kev Matara.
And of course, Kevo Badman right here, manze tukiwapeleka na Rieng.
That's right.
Ile game kuna nyinyi ndio ma MVP maze playlist wangani yenyu. Sini kuongeza mapochopocho tu pale kushoto kulia na ama vipi. And of course, your number one show morning vibe on this side of Africa, Sahara, and this side of the world. You see, man?
Yeah, for real. And right now, kwa MVP report, we are hanging out with Mercy Tarus. She's a Kabarak University graduate, and she stood up to some leaders who Uasin Gishu, and basically, ili kuangalia story of the controversial Uasin Gishu education airlift program, where she was questioning the likes of Governor Jonathan B. and his deputy John Barorot, and of course Senator Jackson Mandago. Karibu once again, Mercy.
Thank you.
Now, tukiingia kwa hii conversation, I just want to know, what's the way forward? Kwa sababu watu wanasema, first of all, you are very disrespectful. Hata kama una try to seek for justice for some of the parents and the students who are, you know, looking for opportunities abroad, how you went about your story, haikuwa poa.
It was uncalled for.
It was uncalled for. It was what's the word? Just disrespectful. You know, you're supposed to act decently, like a young girl who's out here. Unaonesha watu wakubwa respect.
Did you take ulipatanizo maneno?
Statement gani ilionyesha disrespect?
Just your tonality. Vile ulikuwa na question, you know, have you ever been through mental health? You know, the way you're talking to them.
No, guys.
They're saying these are leaders.
No, these are people's lives, manze. So if we stop acting like wase wenye wanakuwa affected ni human beings, then tuna lose the whole point. Because there's a student who actually bought, alikuwa amebuy, mwenye amekuwa affected, alibuy sijui herbicide gani, they wanted to commit suicide.
Oh no.
Yes, so I cannot be smiling and happy na mse life yake iko on the line. No. So but then it's gonna disrespect. I just unajua wase,
but ulichekizo makoments.
Hatupendi kusema ukweli. Tunapenda tukuje to massage your ego and make you feel nice and then beg you for what you should give us, like for our rights.
Yeah.
Now it's time we stop.
How did you guys mobilize, you together with the other students? Ndo sasa mufikile pate yenye you had to go in question. Nini mulipatanaje, yani how did you guys realize, hey, hapa nika tunachezwa?
Tulikuwa tumeanza kwenda maandamano cause okay, tulikuwa tumeitwa meetings mingi kwanza I think March tumeitwa mkutano, April, haya June tukaitwa. And then that is when we noticed manze hapa tumechezwa. So June 15th tumeitwa mkutano, tukaambiwa by the way ile pesa mulilipa for accommodation hatujui penyiko. No, how can you not know where our money is? Sasa sisi tutafaa tujue aje na tulieka kwa account. You see? Afu akatuambia sasa muongeze 600k muongeze 300k, muongeze pesa ya flight, ya upkeep. Tunafaa tutoe wapi another 1 million? Tushawapea 1 million that you cannot account for. Unaona? So that is when we noticed, hapana.
Na ile mechanism mlitumia hiyo saa kwenda mlijaribu kwenda kwa karao, kuna zile magroups zofanya hiyo shughuli, tunaandikisha kuna mali ukore imeendelea nini, mlidu hizo vitu?
Tuliandikisha by the way, but tuliandikisha na DCI wa Nairobi. They had to come to Eldoret because DCI wa Eldoret kidogo ulikuwa unaenda wanakufukuza, wanakuambia mwende msort issues zenu na
do you feel kuna watu wengi wanasema police hizo maokara wote wa LD wengi wale mko mnapeleka kesi kwao, ilikuwa hiyo kesi inaruka kwa sababu wengi wa hiyo biashara pia wamekuwa kikulanga nao watu. Una support hiyo?
Manze, kila mtu wako entitled to their opinion. But unajua the moment you
silent, nini makara wako wanani,
unaona ukinyamaza inafanya to question. Ndio maana watu wanauliza, are these guys for real ama are they together with this? Unaona? So the moment you keep quiet and you refuse to hata kuchukua statement, inakufanya question motives za wasi.
So we question yako Masi, ka wewe una feel aje? Do you think the police ambao mko mnapeleka hiyo kesi walikuwa na hand in it?
It was a question. It makes you ask. So kuna juliza tu, do they have a hand in it?
Yeah.
I didn't get an answer. I don't have a yes or no answer. But I had that question in mind.
Yeah, and so based on this letter, in your Mr. President William Ruto, it's titled Intervention in Finland and Canada Refund Issue. Do you think utapata justice? Because some of the people here that you want to be held accountable, ni watu waso, and they're in the president's inner circle. We're talking about former Governor Mandago, for example. So what's the feeling una get kwanza ukibonga na mastude na maparwa mastude, yani do you guys think kutakuwa na anything conclusive manze? Mtapata justice kweli?
That's what we are hoping for. Na saa zingine so wanasemanga even a dying man clutches on a straw. So
mko hapo
tuko tuna hope manze, hata kama inakaa kidogo inaweza kuwa ngumu, but
ushai feel ku give up, unaona let me just let it go.
Man, it's a million, man.
Yeah, but this is Kenya,
million,
man.
Bob, man.
Yeah.
Imagine unipe job.
Let me paint for you a scenario, Masi.
Paint for me a scenario.
You know, we are Kenyans. We real recognize the real. Kuna watu wenye malandi zao buda zimekuwa grabbed. You know, people who've been swindled millions, close to billions. Until today, wanajaribu kuseek justice. Why is your case special? Why do you think nyinyi mtapata your justice haraka? Sasa, you know, it's close to a year. You're still even trying to get the president's attention, unaandika mabarua, but still nothing substantial is coming out of this case. Yeah?
It's not that I think there's anything special about us. It's just justice inafai prevail.
It's true.
Because mbona tuko na justice be our shield and defender in the national anthem. Kama haita prevail, mbona iko si basi tutoe hiyo part of the national anthem tuongeze injustice prevail or something. I don't know. Because really at our forefathers, when they were thinking about hii national anthem yetu, walijua sometimes itafika point yenye the underdogs watakaliwa, na the only hope that they have is that tunaweza kuwa na justice.
Institutions work, maze, of course you're right. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Kuna watu wanasema what Mercy's done is a game changer, manze. You know, the people saying in a country where majority of Kenyans would rather stay silent or than confront leaders, especially corrupt leaders, you're being seen as a symbol of bravery and determination, because you fearlessly challenged top officials huko hivyo Wasingishu. Do you consider yourself as a symbol of justice for youth right now?
Do I consider myself a symbol?
Yeah. People can even look up to you na watu wanasema I want to be like Mercy. Mimi nenda kuteta mavijana in my area, in my county. Do you consider yourself as that person?
Not yet. but it's nice that people consider me as that person. Because that day mi sikuwa nimesimama ati niongee ndo like at that viral moment I was not considering myself as the symbol of courage. My voice was shaking. I was very mad. Nashanga kwani why are these guys taking us for a ride? So I just decided, you know what, don't be silent, speak out.
Haikuwa planned.
Sikuplan. By then niliona mse fulani Twitter akisema ati walini stage manage. Bro, when I was coming from home that day, sikuplan. I just said after stuff iendelee, and then tukasikia pia wao akisema ati wakubwa wamesema tucheleweshe mkutano ndo ianze late ndo watu waende home, and I'm like, we have sick parents, we have kuna seo kona diabetes, we have old people, kuna ule I don't know whether you saw him, he was very mad. Alilipa 1.2 M man. Sai hana anything like inheritance ya huyo mtoto wake sai hiyo. So if you decide that you're going to be late for a meeting that you called us for, at least be accountable.
Yeah.
You know, like lazima to hold leaders wetu accountable.
Now, like vile ulitumia hiyo word, the underdogs. To me, that also means hustlers, the regular guys, watu wa ground, the normal Kenyans out here, normal youth. Do you think this government genuinely cares about the underdogs, the hustlers, especially their welfare?
Tunaambiwa they do.
Tunaambiwa.
Lakini ukiona staff yenye na continue manze
si true.
Ina kushtua.
Kasa kwa
imagine
video,
fuel prices.
Imagine
sana. Of course fuel prices zikigo high, kila kitu inapanda.
Yeah.
There's no way unga itakuwa cheaper than a week ago na fuel imepanda.
Kwa hivyo in short tunamaanisha.
So how are we going to eat?
Kwa hivyo government where as far you're concerned,
wanafaa tu watujali.
Hawajali maisha mahasla.
If they are concerned, they should be more concerned, because the concern is not concerning.
Masin, nilipatana kwa ile video ukisema wewe hata sasa uogopi kudedi.
Manze si uongo.
Kwani ushai kupatia ma death threat?
So of course.
Really?
Bro, if they want to silence you, see they'll do anything. So.
But did they actually threaten you?
Kwanza nilipigiwa simu. Siku record though, I was so freaked out.
But Safaricom wako nayo ukitaka.
Nikaambiwa natafutwa. I'm like, na nani?
No manga.
Ni prank. The YouTube guy. No, seriously. Abu tell us. Unataka alipiga simu ilikuwa mama ilikuwa ngachali.
Ilikuwa chali.
Alikuwa na sound buda
chali ama msee. Kimsee.
Killing me.
Huko yes kisauti. Ajekele. Wow. Kevo. Masi.
Ana sound ka.
Nakwambia.
Hapana, imagine aliniongelesha tu hivi venye tunaongea.
Alikuwa tu easy.
Polite. Hao ndio wabaya.
Akaniambia tunakutafuta, tunataka kuongea na wewe. Nikamuuliza ni nani, akaniambia ni msee wa walisema don't mention names, lakini akaniambia ni msee wa one of those guys when you're involved in this stuff. Akaniambia anatafuta tuongee. In fact I told him, why are you looking for mimi peke yangu? Si utafute leaders. No, like
you stood up to leaders. Why are you looking for me?
Sino uliongea.
Ulikuwa disrespectful, quote unquote. What do you mean, why are you looking for me?
No.
Okay,
you know you look for me peke yangu alafu niende alafu kidogo I disappear.
Upatikane huko yala.
No, by this story mse, like we are laughing about it right now, but this story.
It's not a
Simliona ile story ya ule mse wa First Choice. He was kidnapped. Alipelekwa.
He was actually here with us.
Yes.
I interviewed him. Yes. Eliud.
Si uongo, he's a boy. Imagine mimi what they can do to me and I'm a girl.
Shikilia hapo hivyo. Guys, Mercy Tarus is here with us. Remember Mercy, a Kabarak University graduate. Alienda pale mazed and she confronted Uasin Gishu Governor Jonathan B, his deputy
the whole government,
and Senator Jackson, former Senator Jackson Mandago over the controversial Uasin Gishu education airlift program. So don't move, stick around up even www.vibesradio.co.ke. There's more to come. Shikilia hapo.
Morning Vibes, where you are the MVP. No negative vibes. Start your day.
On a big tune right here on 104.5 Vibes Radio. #Morning Vibes. I'm your local energy provider, Tada.
Kama kawaida manze, Mr. Udini right at the word magician manze, keeping it real, and of course our very beautiful and amazing guests.
Mercy Tarus.
Mercy Tarus.
Good stuff.
Ni student na bado at the same time ni activist. Na ni activist circumstances ndio imemforce kuwa activist.
She didn't even plan apparently. Alikuwa amejam too. She was very emotional. Like wanaona how are you gonna swindle Kenyans money? Students out here, parents wanajaribu to find just a better life for their children. Alafu unaibeodo. Back into this conversation, Mercy manze. So do you feel moving forward that it's your responsibility to speak up for youth as an activist? Kitu yote mazo umecheki na affect mavijana, should you continue with this activism? Lazima uongee yani vile inafaa. Keep it real out there.
Manze, it's a collective responsibility. Ni yetu sisi wote. Juu sauti ya mtu mmoja over a row of injustice haiwezi sikika. So sisi wote tunafaa tuongee. Yeah.
And do you feel Kenyan youth are speaking up enough? Ama
Not
watu
enough.
wamekuacha kwa sababu
Not enough.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Wakenya wenyewe ndio ujifight. Unaget? Jumdem amejaribu kuirezonisha vile inafaa kukua, but yet at the same time watu wengi wamekuwa kimbash.
I don't understand how. Maheta tu ni lazima wakue.
You look very young. Na nashindwa ulizaji kuandolizo ma negativities una come on your way. Nini kwenda kumotivate?
Support manze, support. Support ya family especially. There's a nice message that my dad wrote. Ai, nilisikia vizuri.
Ulisikia bado
nilisoma.
Hapana, nilikwambia yeye kama unaweza share.
After there's a magazine an online magazine naitwa The Platform ya Gitubu Imanyara. It had me, it featured me in September. Ilikuwa inasema the lioness of Uasin Gishu. And then akanitext akaniambia, you know, you're the Queen Esther of your generation. And I'm like,
Nasai nimekuambia.
Let's go. Top G.
Nimemwambia tu hapo sasa tu fika hiyo.
Yeah, so akaniambia ufai kunyamaza cause the story of Esther in the Bible is she did not keep silent when her people needed her. So akaniambia don't be silent, speak out. Yeah, so support from my friends, from family.
Word power and sound, even Orasi usema yani hiyo ndio kitu ulitumia sana. Na at the same time kuna history ya the social media platform ambayo ilifanya mambo yako kaenda viral sana.
Yes.
Do you think hata kama the system of the day ile mechanism wameka mabari ya mob una feel get ile justice, una think utaendelea na history ya social media kuambia watu at least vile inaendelea like hey, leo niko Vibes Radio tuko tunaongelea hii story bado tujapata pesa yetu
bado bana
una feel kufanya vitu kaa uto
tunafaa tu like kunafaa kuwe na free flow of information
regardless of the threats.
Yes, I mean we're gonna die someday. All of us are gonna die. So you might as well die doing something that you believe in. So.
You know, one thing I've realized about you, Mercy, Nani po mentioned Top G. What's the female version of Top G?
Top G.
Top
Mabo,
G.
Miss G
Top
female version,
yeah, but Top G, I think you're talking about Andrew Tate. When I look at you, inanionyesha tu yenye we're in a generational change ya ukweli. The thing about Gen Z, because you're Gen Z, right?
Yeah.
Is you guys are very expressive, you're fearless. Apana tambua. It's almost as if you have no, I don't want to say respect, but amutambui this elders generation. Somebody said we are still rectifying the mistakes of that generation ya wazae. Do you think that's true?
That's true.
Unadhani hao ndo wametuleta hapa hizi mashida zote tunapitia is because of that generation and
walinyamazia a lot.
They have no business telling us what to do. Is that your mantra? Is that your thought process?
business telling us what to do, lakini kuna vitu zingine we need to get away with, like we need to do away with, cause hii maneno ya kukua silent, you're being oppressed, but then you're being told because you respect them, just be silent, and then we hope that they will listen to. How will they listen to you if you're silent? You know, just speak out. Of course utakuwa lashed, watu wata lash out at you, but at least you did something that you believed in. Also tunafanya for future generations. Sisi peke yetu, because we are gonna have kids in the future. Some of us already have kids. Unaweza pata mse wa 21 years akona mtoi, mtu wa 25 akona wawili au mmoja. So if we don't bring change right now, manze tunaweza rudi nyuma vibaya sana.
Unaona story ile kama kwa West Africa sahi, na Traore 34 years old, wamekama up na wametekadi the government of the day, na so far vile zinaendelea zinakani kama the people watu huko hivi wanapiga support, unaona. Na hii mambo ya vijana generation Z kwanza ku speak out imeanza kuonekana hadi na filugu kwetu akina wewe sawa wameanza kutokelezea. Nini inawa inspire sana nyinyi ambao ni wa young, apart from si kusema maybe sisi tulifanya mistake, generation wazazi wetu tulifanya mistake, nini fire yenu inatoka wapi? Nini wa move, nini na kuenergize unafeel me if you speak up for these people? Hata ama mimi niko miaka sijui ngapi ndaambia kina Mandago vile kuko
because it's not for me alone. Like I'm not doing it for myself. Na the moment we start thinking about it like that, then I think tunaweza anza ku change, because mse ana making sure most people when they get into power unafika unajishikia yako kwanza, alafu wengine baadaye. It's a man
society.
Yeah. Na if we continue with that, manze tutakufa wote. There's no way we peke yako uta survive kwa village. There's no way sisi tutakuwa unemployed and then wewe uko na kila kitu na unaishi si tutakuja kurob from you. So will come and burn you and kill you and take your property. So if we don't like save the whole generation, all of us will die.
It's interesting you say that. Kuna mtu alikuwa anasema when the poor don't have, now they're going to have to eat the rich.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I'm curious, who do you look up to as a leader? Mentor wako ni nani? Because I like how you're thinking. You seem to be very sharp.
Wacha kwanza tuongele story ya Sri Lanka. Uliona wase walienda kwa prezo?
Wakenda yo
waka watch TV, waka swim, wakapika. Na unaona sasa huyu ni mse mwenye ye peke yake alikuwa amemake it. Sisi wote we are languishing in poverty, in suffering. Yani life imechange tu.
Generation Z inaweza kuwa background ya Generation Z ndio inawapush mnakuwa vile mko self resilient, outspoken. Inaweza kuwa ina play your part pia.
Inaweza kuwa.
Na mnafeel inafai change. So far kulingana vile government of the day na play na vile ina deal na Generation Z, cause hizi mambo taza pombe imekamia Generation Z, ma second generation, na ni kitu hadi the system of the day najua hizo vitu zinajenga hiyo pombe ni vitu expensive. Si vile mtu wa kawaida tu anaweza iba hivi. So they know nani wanadili na hizi vitu area zile umetoka na juu, and your generation tuongelee about your generation ukaongelelea juu hizi ma substance abuse ambazo zinaendelea ni ziko countrywide. Unaweza sema nini ya kupatia hope na government of the day unaona inafaa ifanye nini?
Unajua hii stuff wow, by the way it is very sad because kuna videos mingi zimetembea on the internet, ukiona mama ya mtu akipea mtoi wake drugs, very young kids, mtu wa 2 years 3 years, unashanga kama there's a video ilitembea ya a certain mama alikuwa anachukua shisha alafu anapea mtoi wake and they are so happy, na unashanga na watu wengine kwa hiyo party hamuoni this is not something that should be why are we letting it happen? Something should be done. Tunaweza like the government can take very stringent punitive measures because uni mtoi.
Why is it so normal to go to a club with children to give them drugs? Why have you normalized
it? Ni mtoi, ni 4 years old, hafai kukuwa nafanya hivyo, but then because again we are silent tunasema anyway ni mtoto wake. Again, I think we should bring back the mtoto ni wa society, ni wa the whole community. Si wako peke yako. Ndo hata at least ukiona huyo mtoi akifanywa hivyo, you do something, you speak out, you take the kid to child protective services. Yeah, we protect them for the next
I want to go
generation.
back to my previous question.
Yes, let's go
for
back.
you being a for you looking up to certain leaders out here, who your mentor is. Because when I look at the current crop of leaders to now, majority are very youthful. We have the likes of Kina Nyamu, Kina Senator Gloria Roba, Kina Babo Wino. Is there any leader out here that umesema, okay, now this is a good example for us as a generation? I want to be like this one. Hata labda ni maju. You know, is there anyone that you...
Amata ni wewe.
Is there anyone that you've identified as a good example to youth?
Manze Wangari Maathai.
Wow. From the past, man.
I'm telling you, that woman.
So currently you're saying hakuna mwenye amekubamba.
Like, shida inakwanga, you stand for something today, tomorrow you don't believe in what you stood for. Like, make a decision, bro, stand by it.
Go with
if
it.
bad, if good.
So they're not really consistent.
Yeah. Exactly. Uliona, like, there's some things that happened to Wangari Maathai that hadi the day she died, she couldn't talk about them.
Right.
But she still believed in saving forests. Nakarura, of course.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Haingekuwa kama. You see, they took her, they did so much. But then yeye bado anasema save forests. Karura is for the people, hakuna kukata hii forest na you just have to stand for it. It's not gonna be sweet, of course, tunaweza umia, but manzi.
All right, guys, we are with Tarus. She's the student, she's the young Kenyan out there, the lady from Wasingishu who stood up to Wasingishu leaders. This is about the controversial educational program yenye ilipromise watoi
mabeta
better opportunities huko abroad.
Kumbe ni kuwatupa.
You guys, overseas scholarship program. Hey, this was crazy.
Masia kazoza.
0719012700. If you have any comments any question for Mercy Tarus, this is the time. Tupige simu once again 0719012700.
Morning Vibes, where you are the MVP. No negative vibes.
Protect one another. Let us be one thing. Let us love our continent. Let us fight for our continent. Let Africa one day realize its own freedom. Let Africa one day stand on its own feet and say, I own my minerals. I own everything that belongs to this continent. Let Africa alone be able to say, enough is enough. Away with colonialism. Away with the imperialists. Let the unity of African people reign supreme in all of us. We are Africans, and we are not going to apologize about that.
Africa, arise. Vibes Radio. Vibes Radio is the African Renaissance. Vibes Radio from Nairobi to the world.
You are the MVPs as we proceed, as we proceed, Mombasa. It's all about 98.7, Nyeri 98.8, Meru with that 107.1, and of course Kanairo tuko locked kama cartel kwa sell up hivi na Masi manzi 104.5 baby.
Exactly. Now give us a call 0719012700. Mercy Tarus is here. Yes, she's been fighting for the rights of students.
Manzi.
And I try to seek justice because of that controversial story. Ili happened pale Wasingishu where we saw some of the students walikuwa wamepromisiwa chance ya kwenda huko majuu for an education program. Yes, so we call this the Wasingishu Education Airlift Program. But till today, Bado magaeza wajapata justice, and in fact, Mercy has had to reach out to the president himself. Aliandika barua jana. Let's talk to Roberto. Good morning, my brother Roberto.
Good morning, niaje?
Tuko fiti manze, tuko hapa hivi na Mercy Tarus and of course Kevo Badman. Uko na comment ama swali?
Hapo mambo ya hiyo story ya Wasingishu. Gava inafaa ingililie hiyo story warudishiwe do yao bana. Na big up Mercy sana.
Sasa umesikia ameandikia Prezo barua. So do you think atapata justice? Watapata justice?
Hii gava tunajua tu ni ile tu ataongea alafu hiyo story ishe.
Yeah, true. Haya sasa. Asante sana my brother Roberto wa Segera. Give us a call guys 0719012700. Bruno. Karibu sana Bruno, mambo vipi?
Mambo poa sana.
Masi Tarus hapa hivi, we're talking about the controversial Uasin Gishu education airlift program. Uko na swali ama comment?
Sasa mimi voge venye nilikwambianga kuna tunaona. Nilikwambianga kuna mwanaharakati na mwanasiasa. So hawa watu ni maslahi binafsi. Hizo kitu nataka. Penye Jesse anasema wewe simama hata kama utapata lakini pigania haki yako siku moja tu.
Itapatikana.
Justice itapatikana bwana. Si sasa wachezea ile ngoma ya Bujubanto na ile inasema you must get a beating.
All right, so
na Peter Tosh.
Big up on yourself. Now, as we continue this conversation, Masi, because I can see we are at the top of the hour.
Yeah.
Moving forward, do you see yourself playing a bigger role in society, maybe politics at some point? An elective position of whatever, Mazi, hata kama ni women rep ama MCA.
Hata mani nominated.
Yeah? Are we looking at Masi being a politician? Honorable.
It's too early to say.
Too early, yeah?
Yeah.
But you can feel it.
Maybe. Yeah, because I still want to study though.
Yeah.
I still want to study. I want to bring mental health awareness, save lives. And then
you're so passionate about that mental thing.
Yeah.
It's out of experience.
Manze, I lost 2 friends bana to suicide and we didn't talk about it enough. So if we don't, then we're gonna lose more people, and that's just 2 that I know of. What about the rest? No.
Yeah.
Depression.
Yes.
Unaona depression like now unaona gazeti say it doesn't make sense. Unapata watu walikwenda kutafuta job vile tu hapa Voki amesema ni watu 350 wanatakana out of zaidi ya watu 13,000 walijitokeza tena.
Uliona save walikuwa wengi.
Unashika kumaanisha na si ati juni soja ati mtu apenda ni juni job mtu atakuchule ni job.
Yes.
So lack of job inafanya watu vijana wengi kumekuwa na depression.
Yeah.
Na ukiangalia kitu inaendelea saa hii it makes sense. Ukiangalia future yetu na vile our president of the day wana run program yao, unaonekana kuna mahali popote wameka mwananchi wa kawaida juu ya hii job inatafutwa.
Inakuwa ngumu kwa sababu imagine in fact 13,000 ni watu wengi sana. Na hata ni kama tumesahau ile story ya Worldcoin. Walikuwa wangapi kwa hiyo line juu ya 7Gs na mtu anaenda kwa sababu anataka hiyo pesa, hana job na hajui the dangers of having your iris scanned. Kuna time fulani Quiver walikuwa na advertise job ya sijui ilikuwa 10 people. Watu wangapi wali show up?
Yeah, I saw that.
And you need to have clothes on your back.
The basics.
Yeah, unafaa ukue na place ya kuishi, unafaa ukule. Na ufai kuiba. Unaona? So inakuwa ngumu for the common mwananchi to survive and to thrive in this harsh economic.
Na so hii system ambayo serikali ya baba ya Ruto sasa hivi ile iko. Unaonekana kuna mechanism ya kusaidia the youth of today.
Bado kidogo.
Ni rhetoric tu wanabonga.
Still a lot that they should do that they need to do.
All right, so we're at the top of the hour. I'll give you 5 minutes in the next hour. Nimechika hapa hivi kuna msee anaitwa Lame Kotieno says this lady is so sensational, an authentic paragon of impeccable integrity.
Wow.
How do you feel?
From the next side.
An authentic paragon of impeccable integrity. Yani you're outstanding. You're brilliant. Especially for somebody your age. Me, I'm sorry, I'm not an ageist, but you're brilliant. You're playing you're in a national conversation, standing up for what you believe in, standing up for your friends, your other colleagues. We'll continue this conversation in the next hour. I'll give a bit of some time. You've been checking my calls, ni mob sana. Of course, some comments. And I also want to know, ile kazi ulikuwa offered by Senator Olikina, is he still there? Are you working for him? Am I with him?
I'm only
that. Right now, it's 8 a.m. Good morning. Time for the news with Aseto.
Blessed vibration.
This is the Modern Vibes on Vibes Radio.
Akidinda unasema tu yes.
Akiringa unadinda.
Wanasemanga ukighostiwa unagostika. Very fast.
Ukiwacho wachika.
You know, this idea of you constantly chasing a woman, una chase, it doesn't add up. The only thing you're supposed to do is attract. Work on yourself, and then you will attract the right ones.
Two things ufai kukimbizana nazo. Love na friendship.
Friendship as well.
Yeah, best yako ni best yako ukweli. Ule si best yako, usianze kushinda kujiforce kwa.
Let me ask you something, Kev. Do you believe in this notion of buying friends?
I don't believe.
But you know it happens, yeah? Yeah, especially rich guys.
Yep.
Wanakuangalia na chiki, I'm so lonely at the top. Wacha ni reach out to Masi. Masi, I'm going to pay you 5,000 every week to be my friend.
Yep.
How is that relationship gonna work?
So that in that situation it work. Just unazidi kunijua.
Wewe kazi yako ni tuku be around, just be around.
Be around.
Yeah.
Laugh at my jokes.
Atama ni dry aje. Atama ni dry. Oh my god, that's a very serious joke.
So hilarious.
Afu najitekereja.
You know, for me, I would rather buy a friend than have a fake friend. Trust me. Yeah. Especially right now, because it's very hard to trust people. But, guys, we are live on www.vibesradio.co.ke. We are hanging out with Masi Tarus. She's been championing the rights of Uasin-Gishu's parents and students out here. Kumbuka ile story of the controversial Uasin-Gishu Education Elite program. Masi actually stood up to Uasin-Gishu leaders. We're talking about Governor Jonathan B., his deputy John Barorot, and Senator Jackson Mandago. As we wrap up this conversation, Masi, I'm just curious. Ulipata job offer flani kutoka kwa Senator Olekina. Was that real? Did he actually offer you a proper job? Ile sasa utakuwa employed with a paid slip, maybe somewhere in the county government out here somewhere. Was it true?
Ali post on Twitter. Vile sisi wote tuliona. He never came to my inbox. We never talked.
You never DM?
We never talked.
Never hit a DM?
Yes. And then later, after your comment yangu ya talk to your fellow senators, akakuja akasema he doesn't talk to Mandago, and anyone who has stolen anyone's money should pay back. But other than that, there's nothing he can do as a senator. Ili nifanya ni question, because I'm like, you're in Senate, bro. Like, you should be able to do something.
True.
So it doesn't make sense when you tell me you can't do anything because like you don't talk to him.
Tied.
It's very interesting. And then Bado, he came and said that there was actually no job that I was offering her.
What? He clarified.
Okay. Why there's some people who andikia
akasema clarify.
Ali clarify. Akasema there was no job I was actually offering her. I just liked the way she spoke, and I would have loved to offer her a job.
Oh my Lord.
Was there a job to be offered?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what does that mean moving forward now that you have all this fame and nikushua kuna watu yani when you go about your business, your social life, oh my god, are you Masi? What has changed? What are some of the things you're planning to do moving forward with this fame that you have?
Ni fame kweli?
Wewe ni popular mbaya.
Fame, popularity, whatever.
TikTok picha ya kwanza, Masi Tarus.
Whoa, nice. Basically just deal with mental health awareness. If I get a job, I'm gonna take it. But we still want our money back. Like refund is
like
the answer.
Unaona hapo sasa so far. Una feel how far can you go? Una feel
as far as it takes.
Umeenda chuo mzote, umeenda kwa kina EACC, umeenda kwa
tumeenda kila mahali. Tumeenda kwa DCI, tumeenda EACC, tumeenda county. Sasa tumeandikia anaitwa Mr. President barua.
By the way, he's the final say. Jana voke tulikuwa na ile Dear Mr. President tunaifanya on Mondays. Sasa at least we tukakupatia chance hii. Dear Mr. President, utamwambia nini?
Dear Mr. President, imekuwa 1 year since we inge into power. Na vitu si venye tulikuwa tuna expect itakuwa. Kama youths, we are actually worse off than we were last year. Something needs to change, Mr. President. Yeah.
About do yako?
He needs to intervene. The silence is not doing anyone any good. Mr. President, Uasin-Gishu is your home county. Na sisi ni majirani. And
literally.
yeah, it's actually not no, but as long as mimi ni wa Uasin Gishu ni nearer than Nairobi, so of course sisi ndo majirani.
How much is this money we're talking about? How much does it total up to?
Mine or
for
everyone
all students, everyone who's affected by your stuff, your program?
It's like 100 million. Because the whole thing that we paid was like 1.1 billion. Zingine zikalipwa kwa shule, that's what they say. But sasa zenye watu wa refund wanadai ni hiyo pesa. Kuna weste wenye wameamua wataendelea na program, so they have decided they're gonna add money on top of the money that they had. But the rest of us hatuna manzi. Wazazi wameomba loans, wanakaribia retire. So huwezi pewa loan nyingine kama hujamaliza kulipia hii loan na kama you're nearing retirement. So tupewe pesa zetu tu alafu tujipange way forward.
You know, some people usually say politicians wakipata hizo mapositions zao, these elected leaders, they just forget about the voters who are mostly the youth.
And that's sad.
Is it true when somebody says the intention of a politician is not to empower youth? Wakena pale wana change. Is that true?
From what we've seen
so far
it's like it's true, eh?
Kwa grau vitu ni different manze.
Yeah.
There's najua kuna spoken word alafu kuna done word. Action versus what you've said zina differ na inatufanya to question intentions zako.
All right.
So if you don't empower us through your actions, ukituambia tu I will empower you, itusaidii manze. It doesn't put food on our plates. It doesn't put clothes on our back or a roof on top of our heads.
All right.
Yeah.
Mercy Tarus right there, guys. She's a Kabarak University graduate and she was out here she still is championing the rights of Uasin Gishu's parents and students. And then remember, this is off the controversial Uasin Gishu Education Airlift program. Asante sana Mercy.
Cheers.
Yeah, you go and do your thing out there. We are supporting you.
100%, 101%.
We can play any role. Mimi mambo ya youth, I am very open to engaging. Asante sana. When we come back,
cheers.
The front page of the Standard. What?
It doesn't make sense.
Desperation for a job. Yeah. Any job. Kevin, what is the future looking like?
The future is looking like this.
Yeah.
Tumeshikana hivi.
Yeah. All right. Shikilia hapo. We'll be back in a bit. Don't move.
This is the Modern Vibes on Vibes Radio.